Hey guys, it's me, Christina Marie. Have you guys ever seen, I know you probably have seen it. What am I saying? Have you ever seen? We are doing a root touch-up permanent color. Yes, we are. And we are doing it because I have some massive grays. Do I like this color? I already colored my hair. Do I like it though? That's what you're probably wondering about. Do I approve? Is this gray coverage approved? You're just gonna have to stay tuned to watch. So I came back from the gym, I recorded this video, I did this all for you. And you know what? I will sacrifice my hair so you don't have to sacrifice your hair. Is this good? Is this not? Let's go ahead and just roll on over to that video right now and letting you guys know if this Clairol root touch-up lasts for 3 weeks, 100% gray coverage is actually good for you. Yep, you watching. I don't know. Let's go ahead. Let's just roll on over to that video right now. Okay, guys, so I just got back from the gym. This is what I look like when I go to the gym. Yeah, I'm not all fancy smancy. And my hair is 2 days dirty, so we're going to go ahead and open this up and see if it works or not. Let me take my hair down so you guys can actually see the neglect that my hair has gone through in the last few months. I mean, like, let me just show you guys really quick. Can we see all the gray? The gray is absolutely insane crazy, and I don't know why it's not picking up as much as it should. There we go, on camera. There we go. You guys can see that. Horrific. Like, there's gray everywhere. And to show you how long it's been since I colored my hair, look, it grows all the way down to here. Dang, that's a long time. So I have it like throughout my whole head. Whoa. I was going to say I have less right there, but obviously I don't have less right there because you can see that. I thought this was the side I had more. But anyways, gray everywhere. I do not like gray. I don't even like my gray highlighted because some of these formulas, they will highlight your hair or make it just like a dirty brown, no, a dirty blonde. And I don't like that. I want my hair, my roots to be covered, just plain and simple. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm going for. So let's go ahead and open it up. Got it off of Amazon. If I like it, there will be a link in the comment section and in the description box. This color, just so you guys know, is number 4. It says matches darkest brown shades. And that is what I normally do on my roots, okay? Like, guys, I don't know if it's just my lighting today. Let me turn my lighting down a little bit. Okay, so I turned the lighting down a little bit. And there you go. There's the gray of all grays. There is the mama load right there. Yes, just the mama load dumped in my hair. You can see how my hair is darker in this lighting. I just kind of adjusted the lighting a little bit so you guys could see it. This is not a joke. My grays are resistant. If your grays are resistant, you might relate to me in this video. So let's go ahead and put the lighting back up where it was and then put this sucker on so you guys can really see how it looks, the texture and everything. Okay, the lighting is back up. This is a root touch-up. Like I said, in the number 4, which is, it matches a dark brown shades, okay? It comes with this tiny little brush. Oh, shoot. I think I have too much root growth for this. Oh, because that's all you get. Okay, well, that's fine because it's a root touch-up, but can we see how much developer is actually in this bottle? Look at this. Can we see how much developer is in this bottle? You can see this, right? Like, that is such a small amount. Oh my gosh. Comes with this tiny little bowl that you're supposed to mix in. So let's just crack it open and see if I get halfway through my head and then run out of product. Anyways. Comes with 2 gloves, it looks like. Yes. It's kind of funny. You open it up. And the glove, the glove actually looks like it's flicking you off. I don't know. I don't know where my mind is today. I'm being silly. Okay, let's get serious. We're going to do a serious video. So it says to mix the, English, please. Right here, prep. It says to mix the container and then mix the developer with it. Obviously, they're showing you guys the correct way to do it. Just so you guys know, when you're doing your hair, you always want to split it down the middle, right? Always, 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 because these are the parts that are going to show the most. Split it down the middle, and then take the section like this. You're going to do that, this, and that. And then you're going to go to the front of the hairline. And then from there, you would go to the back. But if you don't have a lot in the back, you can just avoid the back. So let's just go ahead and just pour this into the bowl. Pop this sucker open. Oh, yeah. I can just tell you right there from that small little dot, it's strong. But I tend to find that the stronger the smell is, the more you know it's actually going to work. And I know like people are like, oh, that's not true. There's a lot that are ammonia free and all this. I have tried it. Trust me, I've been there, done that. That's what I do. I try to review new box colors for you guys, stuff online that you can get at home. And yeah, the ones that are ammonia free and all that stuff are not the best. I will tell you that. They highlight my hair. I don't want to highlight. If I wanted to highlight, I'd go to a salon or do it myself. Okay, we squeezed it all out. That's all we got, guys. That's all we're working with. And I got so much freaking new growth. I've just been neglecting myself. And come out, come out, come out. Okay, we're done. And we're stirring. And we're stirring until we have a consistency that we approve of. And we stir it. And we stir it. And this sucker is liquidy. Let me stir it a little bit harder. So if you guys don't know, typically hair color has to be stirred really well. It will be a little bit chunky. And then you kind of have to just blend and blend and blend. That's what I'm doing here. Guys, I honestly think this is going to fail. Like, I think I'm going to go through just one side of my head and not have enough product because, oh my gosh, that's like all the product I have to do my roots. Okay. Well, they say root touch up. I guess they're meaning like maybe an inch of new growth. So let's go ahead and start. Black shirt, dirty hair. Always have dirty hair. If you don't have dirty hair, you're going to have more sensitivity to your scalp. You might feel the burn a little bit more. So 2 days dirty, you have oils built up on your scalp and it doesn't burn. Okay, here we go. Whew, 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 whew. Don't sniff it, you get high. Well, I will say I like the brush. Oh my gosh, is it strong though? Like I got that whiff in my nose, but in my eyes. But this, the strength of it, like where it's like so strong, it's almost like most professional colors are kind of like this. They're very strong. You know, they're going to do the job and they're going to penetrate that new growth. Okay, so remember guys, I'm pulling it out a lot more. And when you're doing your color, just... should have put my gloves on. I'll be right back. Before I continue, I want to tell you guys this. This is going to protect your skin. This is going to take off any stains that get on your skin. And the reason that I went to grab this and get a towel, which I should have had a towel, is because it touched my forehead right there. That means that my forehead could stain right there. This stuff is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on, and then I'm going to put this on right before it starts processing. Well, actually it's processing right now. I'm gonna put it on once I put the color on and show you guys how this will save your skin. No joke. Okay, the gloves are on. Okay, so we did this, right? We did all that section. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of do this, hold the hair down, and you're gonna do this. You're gonna go back and forth really quick on each spot, right? Throughout the whole head. And what this is doing is roughing up your cuticle to where it actually makes the cuticle open so that this color can penetrate all the way through. I like that. You see how I can turn the brush around? I feel like the color, you put it on and then it pushes through on one side and then you just flip it to get that extra like that. And then, ooh, I'm like horrible at coloring my hair today. Oh, I feel like it's just whatever. It's been a minute. Oh man, it's strong. Okay, when you get all that on, right, what you're going to do is you're going to take the end of the brush. And it's strong, guys. I have a fan above me, too, and my eyes are like, it is very strong. What you're going to do is you're going to take this, and you're going to take sections, right? And we're going to go each section. Okay, so I look like a freaking mess. And as I suspected, there you go. Like, that's how much is left. I'm like barely anything. I'm going to use that to just go around my forehead right here again. And you know how I was telling you guys to rough it up? You can rough it up. But this is such a strong formula that if you have any irritation, any cuts, or you've scratched or anything on your scalp, it's going to feel like you have that really intense burn. Like I can feel my eye just constantly watering, but as long as it works. Okay, so what you want to do from this point is to rough it up more with your hands, right? So we're going to go in, and I was only able to get the front and two little sections here in my crown. That's it. And we're going to rough up that cuticle more, giving it a better chance that it's going to penetrate and actually color all my stubborn gray. Okay, at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to go rinse your gloves off. Do not take off these gloves. Do not wash your hair without these gloves because your fingernails will stain, your skin will stain. You can see like my skin is already starting to stain, and this is some really strong stuff. Let me just, I can tell it's really strong. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your Dawn dishwashing soap. Just put it on the back of your hand like this. Do not dilute it. If you had put water in this previously, this will not work like what I'm going to show you. It will not take off your stains. It will not prevent your skin from staining. Anyways, I have a mark right there on my forehead, a line right there. And I have a line here, unless that's a piece of hair. No. So we're going to go and we're going to work this Dawn dishwashing soap. If you don't have Dawn dishwashing soap, other dishwashing soaps work. This is just the best. Do not dilute it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to cut out how you want your hairline. You're also going to be taking off any stains that you have on your skin. Now what this will do, it will just, it's so concentrated that it will like soak into your skin, soak into that stain. Look at that. That's how strong this stuff is, that I'm even rubbing the Dawn dishwashing soap, and I still have a line right there. But trust me, this is going to help tremendously save your skin from having stains from going to work, going to an event, and having a line around your forehead like you just colored your hair. So what I'm saying is take this and then cut out your forehead. If you feel like your finger's too, it's going to touch the hair, because remember, if you touch your hair, that part of your hair is not going to penetrate with the color. So if you feel like, you know, I can't really get in too close to my scalp, what you will do is you get a Q-tip. Let me grab a Q-tip. And you're going to take the Q-tip and do this. You're going to cut your hairline out. Just remember, don't get it on the actual hair, but we're going to cut the hairline out to how exactly we want it. So you can see like I'm too much on the skin right there. You see how it looks much better when you cut it out with a Q-tip. Like that's my actual natural hairline right there. We're going to leave it like that. Now what I'm going to do with the extra, I'm actually going to do my eyebrows. We're just going to leave this on the skin. Take the extra that you have on your glove and really rub it into the stains that you see that you have the most of, okay? So I don't know about you guys, but I always save just a pinch to do my eyebrows because I feel like it does. I know that it makes them more fuller, even though this says, it's not for the eyebrows, but it's the same thing. It's a dye, it's a tint, it's a color that will go on the brows. Okay, so I do my eyebrows every time because I actually have gray growing in my eyebrows. Not only do I want my eyebrows to look more defined, more full, I want them to not have any gray. What I do is I get a slender angled brush like this. If you don't have one of these, you can try to use the brush, but we want to be really, really precise. So what I do is I take the excess, see the excess right there? Make sure that it is on both sides, really nice. And then I will go in and shadow my eyebrows as if I was putting makeup on. Then I will go and take that Dawn dishwashing soap on the Q-tip and really take out any imperfections. So here we go. And go slow when you're doing this because you really want it to be precise. Wow, guys, this says I'm supposed to have it on for 10 minutes. That's it. I think it's already been like, I don't know, 4? Alexa, or 5? Alexa, set an alarm for 6 minutes.
Alarm for what time?
For 6 minutes.
6 minutes, starting now.
Okay, so I'm going to set an alarm, then I'm going to go in the shower and see if this actually works. Okay, like I was saying, I didn't realize I was going to keep it on the full 30, like what you normally do, 30 to 45 minutes. Thank goodness I read the directions. Anyways, guys, does it say longer if you're resistant? No, it does not. You want to be precise when you do this, right? Because you don't want to make any mistakes. So just take your time. Yep. Okay, so I can already tell that when I did my eyebrows right now, that I messed up a little bit because on this side of my face right here, you can see that my eyebrow is too boxy. And when they're too boxy like that, they can make you look mad. So what I did is I got a Q-tip and I got it on the side and I'm gonna go cut this out like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just kind of take off that corner and make it a little bit more soft. Another tip, guys, if you're like, I cannot have my face stained, my skin stained, you can always put on a oil or a moisturizer on your skin prior to putting your hair dye on. And what this does, it actually it acts as a barrier. And so the color doesn't absorb. For example, if my skin was super, super dry, I had no oil, no moisture to it, and it was just dry, and I put a hair dye on and it touched my skin, the hair dye would get absorbed super quick into the skin and it would be really hard to get that off. Okay, guys, so you guys heard Alexa and what she said, how many minutes I have left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get in the shower, and before you wash your hair, you do wanna take one of these towels. Before you wash your hair, before you get wet the towel and then wipe off the eyebrow, because you don't want this running in your eyes. And that's the reason that they say this is not for the eyebrows, because they don't want the liability of it getting into your eye. But you're smart. If you're watching this video, you're smart enough to know to take a towel, wipe them off before you wash anything. I'll see you guys in a sec. I'm going to jump in the shower. Oh, and always remember to keep these on. Wash your hair with these on twice. And then condition. Okay, guys, so I just got out of the shower, put my clothes on. I haven't even seen my hair. All I can see is what's around the edges. And can we just admire like how my hairline looks? And you don't see any spots on my face, between my eyes, on my forehead. Like, just look at my hairline. Isn't that amazing? I'm telling you guys, this Dawn dishwashing soap, I'll post it down below in the comment section, even though I know you can get this at the grocery store. This sucker is amazing, amazing. I mean, can we just admire it? It doesn't look like I colored my hair because my hairline looks amazing. Anyways, I normally leave it up in the towel like this for a few minutes while I get ready. So I'm going to get ready. If you guys don't want to get ready with me, that's fine. Just jump over to more of the end of the video so you can see when I pull it down and what it looks like. But I will say one thing. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, because you saw what I look like when I came in from the gym, but my eyebrows look amazing. Yes, they look amazing, but they are darker than a normal. Like, they look more of a going towards a black color, but they're not fully black. So they are the darkest brown. But they still look good. But you see how it makes the biggest difference? It looks like I'm fuller right here, where this is where I'm actually, like, my hair is sporadic and I don't have much. It looks like I'm fuller, almost like I don't even need to shadow in right there. It looks really, really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready. Like, once again, I'm gonna be trying a bunch of different products. If you guys want to see this, hey, you know, stay with me. If not, just jump to the end. So for the eyes today, I'm gonna try this Brow Bar by Rima. It's Hollywood Iconic Collection. Now, I've had this for a few months. I hadn't used it because I thought it was for my eyebrows, but then when I opened it up, because it says Brow Bar, this is what it is. Oops, my bad. It has a bunch of eyeshadows in it. Blush, it looks like a setting powder, or actually, you know what? Let me look. It says here, and it has a full mirror. As you can see, I just have to peel this off. So according to this has a bronzer, translucent powder, highlighting ingredients, blush, matte eyeshadow, and shimmer eyeshadows. So we're going to do a lot of our face with this palette. And it comes with a tiny little brush that fell out, which is, I like these kind of brushes. So one of my first steps is I always start with an eyeshadow primer. This is my favorite. Yes, it is very, very white, but it really makes your eyeshadows pop. This is by Urban Decay. It's the Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. So I'm not going to use, and yeah, I do this. It's a habit when I have a towel in my hair. I kind of clean my brushes off on the damp towel. I'm not going to use this tiny little one until later. I'm going to use the packer that it has on it, and maybe this. I mean, it's not the best quality brush, but it's a brush. I like the fact that they put a brush in there. We're going to do the eyeshadow look. So I'm going to go with this brown eyeshadow. This is a really, really nice mirror. You can see this is just a neutral color going towards more cool tones. And I'm just putting it in my crease area, going in windshield wiper motions, right? But one of the tricks when you get to be around my age is that you can start getting, it is a tad bit powdery. When you get to my age is that your lids can start drooping. So you get this extra skin right there. Nobody likes that extra skin. So when you have that extra skin, you just kind of want to take this line to be more straight. So I'm going back and forth like this. And then at the very edge here, you kind of just want to straighten it out. And if you have a really good brush, this is a Morphe brush. If you have a really good soft brush like this, where it's rounded and it's tapered at the edges, you can see like it leaves it more blended into the skin, right? It has a softer edge versus a brush that doesn't have that taper, leaves more of a line. And this is leaving like more of a blended look into the actual eye. So this is how I will determine whether I'm going to wear it or not. I will actually swatch each one, whether or not, and see whether it goes with the eye look or not. Yeah. So normally I don't put a shimmer. This looks like it might be a shimmer. I'm going to put a shimmer on the outside corner. And it doesn't look like these. It looks like the matte is just the one that's powdery, because this one doesn't even look like it's coming up. So check it out. So I'm going to focus on this outside corner, right? Don't worry, everything will come together. Typically, I put a matte right here because if you have any lines in your eyes, you do want to put a matte here because, you know, sometimes shimmers can accentuate it. And it's not very, very shimmery. It just looks more like, you know, when you go to the department store and you buy some, or you go to the paint store and you get satin, you get matte, satin, and gloss. This is a satin. So see, I'm just focusing on the outside corner. You see how it goes more up, how I was making it more straight. And then I'm going to take it in to be not all the way through because I do want this color to show, just like flickering it and blending it into this color, just like that. See, boom. Doesn't my eye look different? Doesn't my eye look lifted? I'm like, whoo, snatched, like I had an eye lift. Okay, cleaning my brush. Hey, you know what? Whatever saves me time, right? Instead of actually getting all my brushes and washing them every few weeks, like this just helps so much. So I think I'm gonna go with this green on the eyes because I'm very curious, and I am gonna take their little packer brush right here. And I'm gonna put it on the space that's empty. It's such a tiny brush. I feel like I have to dip, dip, dip. They could also be doing that because they want you to kind of pack it on, you know, take little, build it up, take little, build it up. So I'm taking it there. And I always like just a pop of color to show. So if you want to make sure that your pop of color shows, just look straight forward into your mirror, right? And then put a line like, okay, if I put it right there, okay, so that's how high I want to go up, because when I look straight forward and I put that line right there, it tells me that's how far I want to go up so everybody can see just that little pop of color. So I'm going to take that line and I'm just going to go down and I'm going to blend. If you feel that it's too thick, take a clean brush. So I'm going to go with the other end of this and just go back and forth on that line. And you'll see how it softened it instantly. Now, we want to make sure that these colors blend together. I don't want a line like that. So I'm going to take any excess on that brush. I'm not re-dipping. I'm just kind of like flickering it to blur that line between the two colors. Obviously, you can take the Morphe brush that I was using with the brown, and you can put some more brown on there. But you can see how it transitions now. Okay, now I'm going to go with the gold color that's in here. Right there. Let me swatch it. That's what I do is swatch it. Oh, wow, that's pretty. It's pretty. Or the highlighter. What are we going to do? I think I'm going to do the gold. I'm going to take the gold, and I'm just going to put it in the corner right here, bringing a little bit of focal point. You can see, isn't that pretty? If you wanted to lift the eye a little bit on the inside, what you will do is you'll take that focal point and bring it up over here, blending into that green. Let me show you, kind of like this, a little bit higher. And then you'll see it kind of lifts it a little bit more. So when I turn, you can see it gives it like a totally different look. Instead of the eye being focused just right here, like this one is. So you focus on my corner right here. And then when I took it up, you notice more the highlighter, you focus more up on the eye. So like this, just bring it up and make sure that you blend it into the green. You see? Now my eye is bigger, it's open more right there. Okay, so I'm going to take a clean brush. I'm going to take the same Morphe brush that I was using, and I'm going to just blur the line a little bit right here. Just a little, to soften it just a pinch. Another clean brush. I'm cleaning on my head as I tell you it's a clean brush. I'm going to take this white highlighter. I'm just going to dab it under my eye. Right here, under my eyebrow. Just to define my eyebrow. And give my eye a little bit more of a lift. See? There you go. So anywhere you put light, like I put light here, through there, and then up here, anywhere you give light to the eye, it's going to lift it. It's going to make it brighter. It's going to make it more noticeable. And that's what I'm doing, is I'm giving you light that comes up to here. So I'm opening opening my eye so it looks like it's lifted. And then up here, I'm putting white up here, or like a light color, matte light color, to kind of lift it as well. Obviously, I could put a highlighter there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put my my foundation on. So how about we dive into some Wet n Wild today? This is the Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. It has hyaluronic acid and squalane, which and it says it's oil-free. Sheer to medium coverage. Squalane is a moisturizer that is used in beauty products, and hyaluronic acid is a moisturizer as well. It holds humidity, it holds water, so it kind of plumps the skin. We're going to be trying the Concealer by Wet n Wild in color 835 Fair Neutral, and this is in the color, I don't know. It doesn't say. Okay, so just so you guys know, I'm not a spring chicken here, right? So I want my eye area to look as healthy as possible. So before I put the concealer on, I'm just gonna rub some of these drops on here. Anytime you put makeup on to the eye area, you want to make sure that your eye area is super hydrated. This is a Soft Focus Glow Drops by Radical Illuminating Ultimate Glow Primer, right? But it's more, I find that it has more slip. As you can see, it's slippery, right? It just gives like this shine. Nothing special, honestly, I don't think so. But I'm just making sure that this is, oh, look. And you can see how it must have like an oil in it or something, because it kind of just took all that off. That's fine, because I was going to clean it up anyways. So the under eye area is primed. I do not ever layer my foundation and my concealer, because I don't want my under eye area to look horrible, right? I don't want it to be cakey or anything like that. So I have that on the illuminator, and then I will put this under the eye. Now, I have not tried, I don't believe I've tried this concealer, so let's hope it's good. Honestly think I grabbed the wrong color, because this is pretty darn white. Not my favorite concealer by far. You can see how I leave my under eye area alone after it already has a product on it. And I just kind of blend these two together. I'm in love with the Wet n Wild. Might as well stick with the Wet n Wild, but I do love their Photo Focus translucent powder. I will take it on Tati's Beauty what is this called? Her powder puff. And we're going to pat most of it in the cheek area. And then we're going to take a little bit and move it up under the eye. Now, the eye is one thing you want to set right away because you don't want that foundation to move and everything settle. And then since I'm oily, I'm making sure that I go into the sides of my nose and push everything down. We're pushing. We're not swiping. We're pushing. Did they make a... Is this it? Because that is a highlighter. That's an amazing freaking highlighter. Look at that. Wow. Ooh, wow. That's beautiful. But that is way too dark for my skin, so I would use that as an eyeshadow. Talk about staining power. Wow. For contouring, this is one of my absolute favorite palettes by Tarte. Full mirror. You guys can see it has eyeshadow and bronzers. At this point, I will take the contour color and I will just kind of chisel out my cheekbones. So you never go below your hollow, right? You always stay above it. And a lot of times if you have a big brush like this, it's just effortless because it doesn't leave any lines. So you can see I'm going and I'm just doing like circular motions. And look, see, it cuts it out. I don't know why this one looks darker. So it just cuts it out, and that's what it's supposed to look like, right? So what it does, it just enhances this. A lot of people, what they will do also to make them look more slender is they'll come up here in the temple and tap, 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 and it's just going to give you more of a bronze look, kind of even shortening your forehead, taking some more and then go under the jaw to make yourself look like you're cut under your jaw, right? Look, underneath, not on top, underneath, right here. The edge, and you can see how it just kind of defines everything. Take a big fat brush and kind of just tap it in there. Don't hit the other colors because the other colors are pretty dark for my skin tone. And you guys can see it right there. And what I do, like, you don't ever want to bring it down here because you can see, like, it's really easy to make the skin, oh, why is it so dark right there? It's really, really easy to make the skin droop. It's really easy to bring your face down. When I say that, I'm saying that because I'm about to put the blush on. Blush can make a big difference on your face. If I put it down here, I'm gonna drag it. If I put it right here, I'm gonna drag it. So what I do is I take it right up here, right? And I stamp it like this. See? And you can see how it's lifted up and it's not pulling down. Now, a lot of people will bring it up here, which that's fine. But if you want more focus in the center of your face, I don't want focus on all of this, right? Which I've gained a lot of weight. I know that. I want focus in the center of my face, right? So I bring it up here. You can see. Don't ever drag it down here. We'll just focus that right there. And it's subtle, but it's a big difference at the same time. I normally like a highlighter brush that has more of like this, more bristles. It's more dense. Because I feel like I can work it more into the skin. I mean, it actually depends on the highlighter. So let's go ahead and swatch this one. We're going to go with the lighter one. And I think I can work it into the skin with more pressure. So we're going to go like this. Tap off onto the mirror. I always use the mirrors to tap off any extra. The mirror comes with the palette. It's easy to clean. So anyways, let's go ahead and just put this in the cheek area. And what I'm doing is I'm only taking this highlighter on the top portion of the cheek, right? And you can see, like, I'm pushing into the skin because I really want it to melt with my foundation, right? Pushing it into the skin. I'm doing circular motions, right? Because I want it to look natural. I don't want to look like I'm blinging with a strip of white or cream on my cheek. So I dipped it back again, and we're just going to go to intensify it a little bit more so that when I actually turn, look, like no highlighter, and then when I turn, you can see, like, your eye focus is there. It brings my eye up. It brings my cheek up. Everything's more snatched. Okay, so we're going to try a new lipstick by Marc Jacobs. This is called Enamored. That's what it says, Enamored. So it's a dazzling lip gloss liqueur. Let's go ahead and just put it on the back of the hand. Make sure it's not too dark. Comes with a flat dough applicator. And we're going to put it on here. Let's see if I can do it, because that's pretty dark. So typically when I do a new lipstick or a lipstick that I'm unfamiliar with, I will take my lip liners. These are brand new lip liners. They are by Essence Stay 8-Hour Lipstick Lip Liner, right? I got all the shades here because it's a long wear It's a long wear lip liner, but they're only freaking $2 at Ulta. So what I will do is I'll take the lip, right? The lip color, and then I'll put the lip liners next to it like that. This is the one that complemented the most. I'm gonna go ahead and line the lips. Okay, I don't know if you guys can tell. My top lip is so much smaller than my bottom lip. And if you have a one lip that's smaller than the other, then there's certain ways you can put your makeup on to make them look even. And that's what I'm gonna show you guys really quick. When you are aging, you do lose collagen to your skin, especially if you're perimenopausal or menopausal. You lose most of your collagen during that time frame. But your lips, as you get older, also lose collagen, also lose elasticity, and they kind of shrink. So this is what I do. I'm going to line my lips, right? Just normal. Okay, so that's my normal. This one I find that I did a little bit higher. And that's what we're gonna do. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna connect this, not the very tip of it, but right below it and right below it. I'm gonna connect it together. To where it almost made my top a little bit more rounded, right? And now I'm going to make it a little bit more rounded on top of that. So I'm just gonna take just a smidgen above my actual line itself. You see how I went really slow, but you can see how one is much higher than the other. And now my top lip is bigger, right? I'm not gonna take it out here because I don't want, I mean, I could, but I find that when you take it too far out on the corners here, that you don't have that pout that you're looking for. You have more of a, like a big, wide lip. And if that's your look, then do it. But I prefer not to, because I kind of just stick with drawing it out on here. And then the same thing with the bottom. I'm just gonna line my bottom normally, because that will make my lips even. If you have a smaller bottom, you can overdraw that just a pinch outside your actual line itself. Bring it in a little bit, right? Just like that. Now, either using your finger or a brush, you blend that into your skin. So I'll use my finger just in case you guys don't have a brush. So it looks like I have lipstick on. Center does not. And by the way, this lip liner, it actually is really good because it dries down really quick. Okay, let's go with Marc Jacobs. This is the first time I've ever used Marc Jacobs, honestly. And since the color is so dark, I'm going to take off just a little extra. It has like this subtle peppermint smell, which smells delicious. Like normally when I get a lip gloss that's like fragranted, it's like overwhelmingly fragranted. And this is like the perfect amount. Now you can see that my lip liner blends in more with my lip gloss. And wow, is that a color itself? Wow. Is it too dark? I don't know, but it looks good. I think it looks good. Take my extra, put it on my towel. Oh, what the? Wow. And wow. And I actually pushed hard. That is amazing. Amazing. Wow. Essence Stay 8-Hour Lip Waterproof with sharpener. Ooh. Wow. Amazing. For it to have that staining power. I could actually just put that in my purse or in my pocket if I'm on a date, and then line my lips and know that it's not going to freaking come off. Amazing. Okay, let's set the face. And yeah, I put these on because I'm protecting my eyelashes and my eye makeup from getting too wet, or my lashes from falling. And I normally spray a lot. Yes, I'm very wet because I find that it just melts everything together. Spray it on the back of your blender. Now, this is an important part. If you are relating to me on aging, this is a very important part. I sprayed it on the back of my blender, right? If you don't do a blender, you could, no, just do a blender. Okay, so I sprayed it on the back. Now look up and just tap this, because we put so much powder here. We don't want that powder to get all cakey under our eyes and make us look like we're grandmas, you know? So we want to go up and pat. You can see instantly, like, that area is like brighter. It's youthful more. It's more youthful looking. Okay. And then if you wet your skin too much, you can honestly just go with the blender and tap that, that wetness away with this. If that makes sense. If you sprayed your primer and you're too wet, you can take your blender and kind of absorb it with this, and it will just push everything down together and make you look youthful and flawless. So I'm going to just put on my eyeliner, and then I'm going to pop on some eyelashes, and I will be right back, and we are going to take this hair down. Okay, guys, the moment of truth. I'm going to take the hair down. What a big difference lashes make. These are the new lashes by Ardell. And I actually did fill in my eyebrows just a little bit, but you're waiting for my hair to come down. And so am I. So I'm going to flip it over and we're going to see what it looks like. I'm going to put some gloss drops in it to comb through it. Absolutely favorite go-to. This is a Garnier Sleek and Shine gloss drops. I use this religiously. Anytime I shower, sometimes I don't even have to put conditioner on half the time. Because this acts as a detangler. It helps protect your hair against heat, which we are going to straighten, not curl. We're going to straighten this hair to see if we see any grays or not. Just so you guys know, a lot of people on YouTube will curl their hair, disguising grays or disguising stuff, imperfections in the hair. I'm not. I'm going to straighten it so we see everything up close. So let's go ahead and comb through it. The colors from the brow bar on my eyes are stunning, stunning. Okay, guys, so this is with my hair just blow dried, no other heating elements, just blow dried. So let's go ahead and zoom in and see what it looks like and come back and tell you whether I like it or not. But my hair looks pretty good, I would say. Okay, so I have my hair parted here. You can see this gray, you can see this gray, right? So I told you my gray is really resistant. So not like every single little piece covered fully, but it's interesting because look, like overall it looks amazing. The color is amazing. I actually wore it for close to 15 minutes in the hair. When I went and reviewed the video, I realized it was probably like 15 minutes till I actually put my head in the water. The color is amazing. I actually thought it was going to be too dark. It's not. And you know how I told you earlier that I don't like when my hair is highlighted? This one I don't mind. I almost feel like my gray that you're looking at, right? Those grays that you see, the little tiny grays that you see. I almost feel like they're mattified, if you will say, you know, like unlike other box colors. When you when the gray's showing, it was like highlighted like a golden brown or a golden dirty blonde, you know? It was highlighted. I didn't like that. This actually didn't highlight it. So it doesn't really look like I colored my hair. It just looks like my gray is a little bit more mattified on the ones that are showing. Hey guys, so I'm here at Fashion Show Mall, downtown Las Vegas, and I thought I would go outside. I am in the shade, but it's still daytime, and show you what my hair looks like in the daytime. I'll show you. I'm at the food court right now. I got me some Habit Burger Grill because I'm hungry, and Zumi is shopping with her friends. But I thought I would show you my gray real quick, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like from the food court. It's really, really cool over here. If you've never been to Fashion Show Mall, you should come. It's on Las Vegas Boulevard. But look, so what do you guys think? Okay, oh, sorry. That was the part where we didn't have as much product. Let me flip my hair this way. And so that's what I was talking about. If you can see that. So how it just like, how it's like not so bold gray, but you can still see some gray. Look. See that? This is where I had most of the gray anyways. Okay, there we go. So you see how you can still see them. Remember, we didn't take the product all the way down here. We only went out to be out right there, but you can still see that. So would that bother you or not? I don't know, it really doesn't bother me. I feel like because they're not as shiny and they're still gray looking. I don't want them to be like a weird colored blonde or a dirty, funky light brown. I think it looks like that's my gray, but I just don't have as much. I don't know why I like this, because I typically like to cover all my gray, but I like it. Okay, let me show you where I'm at, and let me show you what's around me. Really, really cool place to visit if you're here in Las Vegas. Food court. I'll take you guys in there in a second. Let me show you the outside of the food court. So everyone's eating inside, right? And then they have this like little patio area where I'm at, right here. But check this out. Look at the view. You have Treasure Island. Look at the view. Look at this right here down below me. I have no idea what this is. Even if I zoom in, I have no idea what this is. Maybe it's just decor, and then it looks like they have a little Ferris wheel. What is that called? I forgot what that's called. They have that in the background, but you can see, look at this view. It's just beautiful. You have to come over here. You have the Palazzo. You have the Wynn. More signs. Over here you have the Wynn. And then above me, let's go above. They have this cool structure. Walking indoors, just to the food court right now. Today is Monday, so it's really dead in the mall. I mean, there's still activity. It's just the weekends are the busiest. And one of my kids' favorite places to come in the food court is this. I don't know if you guys have Yogurtland where you're at, but this is Yogurtland. This is a mini one too in comparison to their other ones. You get your yogurt over here, and then you fill up with your toppings. Guys, so in the indoor lighting, it's not that bad. I think my hair looks amazing, and I think it was really needing to be colored because I have been neglecting myself, but hopefully you're not neglecting yourself and you're doing that self-care. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit that thumbs up button, the little subscribe button, and the tiny little bell next to it for notifications of new videos. And please, please let me know whether you like this or would it bother you that the grays are showing like they're showing, because it might bother you guys that you bought something to color your gray and it says 100% gray coverage and it didn't like live up to what it said, the expectation that we were all expecting. But I do like it anyways, overall. Anyways, and I love you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and just roll on over to the quote of the day.